Welcome to the Rangers Network. 24-hour-a-day access to news, game replays, original shows, live game night radio coverage, and more on rangersnetwork.com. Go inside the fieldhouse at Rangers Stadium for unprecedented access with Rangers coaches and players all season long.
Turnover for Smithson Valley.
Watch every home and away game the day after, complete, and the way only the Rangers Network can bring it to you. Never miss an episode of Inside Rangers Football. Game film breakdowns by Coach Hill and Brent Freeman. Senior moments with Emily. And learn the game the Smithson Valley way. And Ranger Radio is back. Listen to all the games live on your smartphone with our exclusive live scoring screen. Rangers Network is your media hub for everything Rangers. However, we are taking the term network to a whole new level. Our mission is to create a community network by joining Smithson Valley High School athletes, students, faculty, and families to local Spring Branch and Bulverde residents through rangersnetwork.com. This creates the most amazing marketing opportunity for local businesses that has never been available before. Right here, and right here, 24 hours a day on Rangers Network. Be a part of tradition, excellence, and success. Be a part of Rangers Network. Be a Ranger.
Tonight, Rangers Network is live with Smithson Valley High School Boys Varsity Soccer. The Rangers put their two-match winning streak on the line and look to stay unbeaten in 27 6A play as they host the first-place Clemens Buffaloes. Rangers Network is your home for live Smithson Valley Boys Varsity Soccer. On a cold and foggy night in the Texas Hill Country, we welcome you to Rangers Stadium on the campus of Smithson Valley High School in Spring Branch, Texas. I am Ben Campos with executive producer Bo Wick. We're going to bring you an exciting District 27 6A soccer match that puts the past two district champions together on the same field. Smithson Valley having won District 25 6A in 2016, and last year's district champions from 27 6A, the Clemens Buffaloes. It's the Smithson Valley Rangers and the Clemens Buffaloes coming up next, exclusively on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, HEB, GVTC, Wick Productions, Ferris Orthodontics, Summerhill Dental, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, and Pizza Hut.
If you bank at Frost, we'll help keep your money safe. If you use your Frost debit card, the chip will make it more secure. If there's a suspicious transaction on your card, you'll get an alert. If you do, you can freeze your card with the Frost app. If you lose your phone, Touch ID login will help keep the app secure. Of course, if all you need is help from people who care, we've got that too.
And welcome back to Rangers Stadium. Pregame coverage underway here as we lead you up to kickoff between the Rangers and the Buffaloes. Right now, a look at senior forward Luis Green, number 10 for Smithson Valley, leading the team in goals with 15 and 4 assists on the year. Last year, Luis led the team in goals and tied for the lead in assists. So already on this year, 15 goals surpass his lead of 12 from last year, and his assist total 4 best his assist total from last year 3. Luis Green is our highlighted player for Smithson Valley. He'll have some opportunities against a goalkeeper in Luke Brew for Clemens, who has a goal against average allowing 2 goals per game, so opportunities may be created by Luis Green. We take a look at district standings in the very tough, very competitive District 27 6A. These Clemens Buffaloes on top with a 7-4 record overall, 3-0 in district play. The New Braunfels Unicorns also undefeated. They sit at the second spot and nestled in at that third spot with a 2-0-1 district record. A 7-2-3 overall is your Smithson Valley Rangers. So this matchup tonight is going to pit the top 2 of the top 3 teams in District 27 6A. As we take a look at the starting lineup tonight, what to expect from Smithson Valley, they'll be in a 4-3-3 look with Ian Lohouse manning the net for the Rangers. The 4 defensemen in the back are led by Cord Sabatini, the lone senior, in the defensive backfield. 3 midfielders led by Nathaniel Diaz. The senior has 8 goals on the year. And up top, 3 Rangers designated as forwards with Uratia on the outside and Noel Bettis. Bettis with 5 goals. And Luis Green, who we mentioned at the top of this break, the senior with 15 goals and 4 assists coming in to tonight's ball game. Well, earlier in pregame, we had a chance to sit down with the head coach of the Rangers, and Eric Nichols. We'll step aside when we come back. Our conversation with Coach Nichols. You're listening and watching the Rangers Network.
We just got the GVTC Connect Home with Sky Bell.
Wow, you can see who's at your front door. Who is that?
Hello, Mr. Mueller. It's Marty from GVTC.
That's Mason Pierce, senior wide receiver and defensive back for the Rangers.
No, just Marty. Making sure everything's working. Video, doorbell, remote arming and disarming of your alarm. And you're getting text messages when windows or doors are opened.
Marty, watch this. Rangers, Rangers!
The best! I mean, the best security on the planet.
The biggest season of Fixer Upper is here.
What? We're taking it a whole nother direction.
This is going to be one of a kind.
With fresh new designs.
Love the stairwell. Pretty impressive. Are y'all ready to
Check out your Fixer Upper?
Oh my God, look at this.
All new Fixer Upper, Tuesday at 9 on HGTV.
Watch HGTV, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 578. GVTC, just plain smart.
I'm Jaime Buenteo, produce buyer for HEB. We work hard to find the freshest, best produce available. That's why we work with Texas growers to buy local as much as possible. Over 100 million pounds annually. In fact, we sell more produce than any other store in Texas. Grapefruit, corn, blueberries, and tons more. All grown right here in our beautiful backyard and on their way to your store within 24 hours. This is the local Texas produce department at HEB. No store does more than my HEB.
And welcome back. We now in our pregame conversation with Smithson Valley head coach Eric Nichols. And Coach, this is your first year at Smithson Valley, and so welcome here. Perhaps introduce yourself to our audience. As we mentioned, this is your first season with the Rangers.
My name is Eric Nichols. We just moved out here from the Houston area. That's where we were born and raised. And I'm out here with my daughter, who's a senior over at Canyon Lake High School, and then my son is in elementary school. He was in the 4th grade right now, and so we've made the transition out from city life to and kind of enjoying the country life at this moment.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you here. This is the first time your team is being showcased on the Rangers Network. We're almost a little bit more than midway through the season, this being the 4th game in the first round of district. So introduce us to your team. How have things been going so far in 2018?
Well, I think we started off on the right foot, got several wins underneath our belt. We ended up losing some tough games, but I think it was a character builder, which led us into district right at this moment. And so right now, 2-0-1, it's a good start for us, puts us in a good position. We still got a long way to go. Tonight's game against Clemens is, of course, a big one for us.
You mentioned the Clemens Buffaloes, tonight's opponent. It's one team, and what seems to be, no matter what sport we talk about, this is a brutal district to be in. Can you give us an overview of what your opinion is of the district and the type of talent you face, I guess, bi-weekly, 2 times every week that you guys play Tuesday and Friday?
Yeah, right now with Clemens, they're the not undefeated. They're undefeated in district right now, but they're the defending district champs with New Braunfels. Played them pretty tight last year and came up in second place. And so anyone in our district, even with Canyon as well, those are teams that we got to look at. But then you have East Central, Wagner, Judson. All these schools can beat you on any given night, and Steele as well. And we know every night we have to come out ready to play.
You're in a very unique situation. You have 4 very good goalkeepers on this squad, but you can only play one at a time. So can you talk about the carousel that has been with your players in net, and who's going to get the start tonight?
Yeah, early on we used all of our keepers, all 4 of them. We rotated them every game, every half, basically, to kind of see who stood out, looked at their strengths, their weaknesses, and kind of make a call on that, what we saw in the preseason. And right now, Ian Lohaus has been our starting keeper in district, and he's been he came up big Tuesday night against Wagner, blocking a PK, blocking a follow-up, and then stopping a breakaway. And so right now he's getting the nod tonight, and he's done pretty well for us.
Now up top you feature Luis Green, who leads your team in scoring this year, as the team leader from last year as well. What does he bring to the team? What do you like about his skill?
There's his motor, for one. He doesn't quit. He doesn't give up. He's a very physical forward. Makes life difficult for defenders. He's very strong up top. You will not see that many forwards built the same way that he is. And he's able to take multiple players on physically, and he has a knack for finding the back of the net. He's been our guy that's been the most consistent. He's been, when we needed someone in the clutch, he's been our guy that has come up big for us.
Coach, thank you very much for your time, and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you very much.
That's Smithson Valley head coach Eric Nichols with us pregame. We're going to step aside when we come back. Kick off tonight's ball game between Smithson Valley and Clemens. This is the Rangers Network.
Welcome to the Rangers Network. 24-hour-a-day access to news, game replays, original shows, live game night radio coverage, and more on RangersNetwork.com. Go inside the Fieldhouse at Rangers Stadium for unprecedented access with Rangers coaches and players all season long.
Turnover for Smithson Valley.
Watch every home and away game the day after, complete, and the way only the Rangers Network can bring it to you. Never miss an episode of Inside Rangers Football, game film breakdowns by Coach Hill and Brant Freeman, senior moments with Emily, and learn the game the Smithson Valley way. And Ranger Radio is back. Listen to all the games live on your smartphone with our exclusive live scoring screen. Rangers Network is your media hub for everything Rangers. However, we are taking the term network to a whole new level. Our mission is to create a community network by joining Smithson Valley High School athletes, students, faculty, and families to local Spring Branch and Bulverde residents through RangersNetwork.com. This creates the most amazing marketing opportunity for local businesses that has never been available before. Right here, and right here, 24 hours a day on Rangers Network. Be a part of tradition, excellence, and success. Be a part of Rangers Network. Be a Ranger.
If you bank at Frost, we'll help keep your money safe. If you use your Frost debit card, the chip will make it more secure. If there's a suspicious transaction on your card, you'll get an alert. If you do, you can freeze your card with the Frost app. If you lose your phone, Touch ID login will help keep the app secure. Of course, if all you need is help from people who care, we've got that too.
Hometown is about community. I'm Erin.
And I'm Ben.
We're focused on making every home feel personal. Use the gift you have to make your place better. Get up and do it.
And this is our hometown.
All new Hometown, Monday night at 9, only on HGTV.
Watch HGTV, GVTC, Digital Cable Channel 578. GVTC, just plain smart.
All new on Travel Channel.
I'm Andrew Zimmern, and we're showcasing the unique cuisines that put the tastiest locations on the map. From hot spices in Asia to mouth-watering flavors across the Americas. These destinations are so delicious, they're iconic.
All new Bizarre Foods Delicious Destinations, Tuesday at 9 on Travel Channel.
Watch Travel Channel, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 577. GVTC, just plain smart.
Where Zaxby's is from. Some like it classic. Some like it saucy. For others, it's gotta be crispy. But everyone loves the flavor that brings us together. And whether you like it spicy or old school, you'll like it even more. Because Zaxby's 5 fan favorites are now just $5.99 each. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
The all-new Nissan of New Braunfels. Our modern and architecturally impressive building is more like an art gallery than a dealership. With an extravagant showroom floor and customer lounge, with over 500 vehicles in stock, we have the ability to deliver the best savings possible to meet your budget needs. It's our pleasure to serve you in New Braunfels and the surrounding Hill Country communities. The all-new Nissan of New Braunfels, you've got to see this place.
I've never done anything like this before.
You're scaring me, lady!
How about I just make him perpetually shirtless?
Watch Lifetime, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 561. GVTC, just plain smart.
Down in Texas, modern-day prospectors are making big bucks flipping houses. But before they can cash in, they gotta move them. Hauling homesteads and kicking asphalt. All new Texas Flip and Move, Friday night at 9 on DIY Network.
Watch DIY, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 126. GVTC, just plain smart.
Snoring, sleep apnea, teeth grinding, daytime tiredness. It's time to solve the problem. Dr. Matt Bayless and Summerhill Dental are right here in the Spring Branch Bulverde community and can help you stop snoring without the use of loud, uncomfortable machines. Summerhill Dental is your partner in getting a better night's sleep tonight. Our appliances are a proven solution to stop snoring and sleep apnea. No CPAP, no surgery. Log on to summerhilldental.com or call Dr. Bayless today. Snoring.
And welcome back to Rangers Stadium. All the pregame festivities have wound down and kickoff is moments away. We see a look of both teams running across each other and slapping hands and wishing each other a good match. We think that this is going to be a well-contested and good match. Both these teams in the top 3 of district. We mentioned Clemens at 3-0 in district. Smithson Valley, while undefeated, is not unblemished. 2-0-1 mark. That one draw came at the beginning of district play, a 2-2 draw with Steele. And Smithson Valley has bounced back in their last 2 ball games, defeating East Central 2-0 and Wagner 2-0. As we mentioned, Clemens 3-0-0 to start district. They have wins over East Central 3-0, Wagner 5-1, and on Tuesday a win over the Canyon Cougars 2-1. We mentioned in our opening that this is a matchup between the 2 district champions from the previous 2 years. Smithson Valley having won district 25-6A in 2016. And then after realignment, the only real change in the district was the addition of East Central and the move from the number 25 to 27 6A. And last year, Clemens having won that district with a record last year of 12-0-2 draws in District 27 6A. The Buffaloes, after a winning district, got to the playoffs, but were ousted in the first round to Jay out of San Antonio by a score of 2-1. For the Smithson Valley Rangers, last year was a year that they would like to forget. 5-7-2 overall in district. Missed the playoffs after coming off that district win, district championship in 2016. But in that 2016 season, they were 10-1-1 in district, got past Churchill in week 1 of the playoffs with a score of 2-1, but then eventually lost in the area round to Stevens by a score of 3-1. Both teams settling here onto the pitch. We mentioned with our conversation, Coach Eric Nichols, that Ian Lohaus will be the starter in goal for Smithson Valley in that 4-3-3 look. Ian getting the nod, one of 4 Ranger goalkeepers as we are underway here, the beginning of a District 27-6A match. Smithson Valley controlling with Dildy in that midfielder spot, just trying to gain possession here. Smithson Valley looking to turn it around and switch the field. Captain tonight is Josiah Douglas. He has it here on the near side. And picked away by Clemens. Middle of the field wide open. Giving chase to it is Dorvac for Clemens, and he'll restart it here on the far side. Big long ball into play, and Lohaus will come up and calmly collect it as he'll look for a restart. Here in the first minute of play, Lohaus will put a foot into it and send a 50-50 ball downfield, collected by Clemens. And Clemens with the restart, and a ambitious kick downfield goes out of bounds, and Douglas will handle the throw-in duties for Smithson Valley on the far side, just trying to get it up downfield. And here's Luis Green in the 10 jersey, turning it upfield. Smithson Valley looking to get an attack out of a back heel. Green with the left in on a centering ball is deflected. An deflection will go off of Smithson Valley for a throw. Urito was in there on the far sideline on that attack with Green, and stop ball here, free kick for Clemens, and they'll get a quick restart. Everybody pushing up for Clemens. Drilled in, and this is going to be deflected and intercepted by Smithson Valley. Coming back on a fast break opportunity, this is Nathaniel Diaz. He will pass it over to Pettis. Centering ball. Dildy. It's Douglas from his defensive spot, trying to turn upfield, and it's picked away by Dalen Burris, the defender for Clemens. But Smithson Valley will keep it here in the attacking third. Douglas into the penalty area, looking for Green, trying to be set it in. Left-footed shot is wide. What a shot by Noel Pettis. Quick turn with the left foot, just sails above the upper 90 on the far side of the keeper. The ball harmlessly goes out of bounds, but that's enough to make Luke Brew, the goalkeeper, worry. Of course, all the things about high school soccer, you're just trying to make the goalkeepers uncomfortable, and if he knows somebody like Bettis could turn and shoot, or at least is a threat to, especially off the left, it'll make a goalkeeper think. Picked up by Dildy. Smithson Valley looking for a change of field, and it is picked away by Clemens. Baker trying to carry for Clemens, loses control on the far side. This is Van Vossen, who is challenged and protects the ball, and this is going to go out against Clemens. Great job there by Tyler Van Vossen, the sophomore defensive player, chasing down and protecting it away from the Clemens forward. Saves the ball for a goal kick, and Lohaus will clear it. Bettis with it now. Nice speed and change of pace. This is Urarita as the ball picked away. And a good stand there by both Bettis and Nathaniel Diaz. Trying to reach Green up top, and that ball just unable to clear. Dildy with it at midfield, trying to mount an attack as Clemens is there to steal it and turn the ball over. That's Nico Mora. Now passing to the outside. Clemens keeping their shape. Ball found Baker, but it's a bad touch by Baker and a good clear by Sabatini. Sabatini still shouting out orders, and here's a good steal going back as Pettis finds Green. Green using his body and a wonderful defense there will go into touch for a throw, and the ball will be turned over to Clemens. Burris to throw it in. And Baker settles it with the chest. Ball's bouncing up. Maybe a missed handball by the referee. They say play on. Clever back heel to get it back to Wade. And I guess they did call the handball earlier. Of course, we're up here in the press box and unable to hear the whistle. So Burris will have a dangerous situation here from 35 yards away. 3 men in the Smithson Valley wall. Direct shot is over the crossbar. A wonderful left foot there by Dallin Burris. Ball had pace, but sails over the crossbar. Harmless in the end. And Lowhouse, the junior goalkeeper, will have his second goal kick of the first half. Still no score. About 6 minutes into this ball game. On the outside, Van Fossen able to clear it for Smithson Valley. They get it up to Luis Green. A lot of attention there by Clemens' defensive front on Luis, and rightly so. Douglas battling. Wade with it in the 9 jersey. Excellent footwork by Wade to hit Baker on an overlap, and that's just good defense by Sabatini. Bettis drops it back. Again on it, and Bettis, I think, is going to get away with one there. Play on, says the referee, as the advantage stays with Clemens. Another back heel we see from Billings. And a trip away on a Sabatini, a professional foul outside the box as Clemens looked to have a couple of overlapping runs. This will slow things down, but the ball is not out of danger just yet. Clemens with the set piece from about 30 yards away. 3 men in the Smithson Valley wall. Lowhouse shouting out orders from the box. Right foot, in ball, head is deflected out. And I think they'll give it a goal kick. Great defensive stand there by Smithson Valley, staying with their marked men. Ball swung in and away in the end. Smithson Valley able to regroup. Force feeding it to Luis. And perhaps another restart upcoming. No, they go line, and here's Bettis. Bettis now double teamed, still trying to fight through it, unable to. Clemens on another counter. Douglas giving chase against Billings. Turns it in, now has a right foot. Cross ball is away. Nobody really there. I think the ball just got away from Billings. Number 22, Chase Billings, had a goal last time out versus Canyon. 5 goals on the year. Ambitious as he tries to kind of get that shot in, but off the outside of his foot and ultimately away. And Smithson Valley will be able to regroup here. Calmly bring the ball down, try to get it to Green, uses his body to get a good angle. Coming near side, has a heel if he needs it. No, he'll keep it to the corner, turns, and a slide tackle puts the ball out of play. Nate Valdez, the defender in coverage. Green on a lonesome run has the ball taken out, and it'll be a corner kick for Smithson Valley. First real threat for Smithson Valley tonight. The right footer, Noel Pettis, will send the ball in. This will be swinging away from the goalkeeper, Brew. Short poke, center, header is to the back post, and that ball, they're going to call hands. Hands on the back post by the defender, and this will be a free kick for Smithson Valley. An opportunity. Smithson Valley All you're looking for is to put the ball on net there and hope for the best. A wonderful header to the back post, hits the defender in the hands. And now we will have an opportunity for a penalty. Diaz gets the whistle. Right foot into it, and it's in the net. Nathaniel Diaz on the PK scores for Smithson Valley. And in the 10th minute, Smithson Valley will take a 1-0 lead. It's a wonderful ball in the corner by Bettis. Smithson Valley got the header on frame. Defender was really just unlucky. You put the defender on the post, he's there to clear. The ball just takes a bad bounce, and what I would say it's incidental contact, but it did deny the ball into the goal. The referee was there to catch it, and Nathaniel Diaz gets on the board via PK. 1-0 Smithson Valley. And a chance to regroup. Sabatini will put the ball back into play. One of the captains on this Smithson Valley team. Giving chase, Van Fossen on the far side. He'll watch this go out of bounds. Off of Van Fossen, they claim. So Clemens with a quick restart, now in the attacking third. Excellent pick there at the end for Smithson Valley. Here's a long throw. Got to be careful here if you're Smithson Valley. This throw can make it into the penalty area, and this is nothing more than a short corner kick if you want to look at it that way. They do go short. Now back in with the left foot, and that ball is away. Did they call penalty there? I think they called Clemens on offsides. So Smithson Valley with an offside trap after the throw-in. Or did they call an illegal throw there? As the referee now is not allowing for a free kick, but a throw-in. So it must have been an illegal throw-in for Clemens. So either the throw-in man had a foot up or the ball did not go over the head. Clemens, with a dangerous ball through, unable to be cleared by Smithson Valley to the end. Ball makes it all the way through. And here's Bettis. He'll drop it back, and Sabatini will try to clear. Ball gets undercut. This ball has some spin on it. And Bettis ultimately calms things down and brings the ball down. Crossing ball, trying to find Urarita. Billings with it now. For Clemens to the far side in Dvorak. Centering ball, Baker has the ball poked away, and Clemens will retain possession on a throw. 18 for Clemens is Kyle Baker, 2 goals, 6 assists that lead the team. And he has the ball right now at the top of the 18. Sends it back, centering ball in, header is up, and Lowhouse, making sure that it wasn't going to be on frame, but watches the ball go out. That's a good play by Ian, though had to be sure about it. And Smithson Valley will have a goal kick. Smithson Valley with a 1-0 lead. It was Nathaniel Diaz in the 10th minute by way of penalty kick. The lone score for the Rangers so far. Pass just a little bit wide of Dildy. And the ball will go out for a throw. Quick restart. Billings unable to catch up to it, and a good clearance of the ball by Diaz. And Jonathan Diaz, the junior defender. Dangerous ball into the box. Lowhouse comes up and off a bounce. Able to pick it away from the attacking Buffalo. And we'll send a long ball up to Green. And Smithson Valley will settle. Bettis has the ball picked away by Wade. And reverse through ball looking for Baker. Baker Can he beat him for pace? Turns the corner. Yes, he does. Good slide tackle to avoid the penalty, but knocked the ball out. Now that's Smithson Valley defender, and pardon me with the fog kind of settling in and the small jersey numbers on the front side of the jersey. I do not know who that was for Smithson Valley defensively, but it was a good effort by Jonathan Diaz, number 9, as he now turns around. Avoids the penalty and knocks the ball out for a corner. Ball not out of danger. The left footer will send this one in. Diaz, off a bad touch, unable to be cleared, and the ball will stay with Clemens in the corner. Got to keep an eye on this left footer. With the corner kick, the ball is going to sail in towards Lowhouse. And the goal. Clemens with 6 men in the box. Centering ball, headed in, parried over the crossbar. No, and it's gone in. Clemens was there to crash. It was a good effort by Lowhouse. I thought surely he had enough on it to push it over the crossbar, but that was not the case. Clemens crashed. There was 2 or 3 Buffaloes there to make sure that ball went in, and Clemens has their equalizer here in the 15th minute. Clemens pulls even. Smithson Valley 1, Clemens 1. Both goals coming, well, I guess you could call Smithson Valley a set piece. It was a penalty kick, and then Clemens getting theirs off of that corner. And just like what I was trying to say on Smithson Valley's goal, you get that header on goal, on frame, good things happen. Smithson Valley got that handball that turned into a penalty kick, and now they have an opportunity here. Uritia to Perez with a header wide of the goal. Inches wide from a diving Brew. And Brew talking to his defense on how Perez was able to 1-2 that ball and get past the defender. It's a good header by Knoll. But back to the point, you just try to put something on frame, good things are going to happen. And Clemens on the equalizer makes Lowhouse make a save. And, that's something goalkeepers are trained on. When you get something hot towards your head area, a move is just to, we call it a parry it over the crossbar and live to fight another play. Just unlucky bounce by Lowhouse as the ball went straight up and Clemens was there on the crash. Douglas now trying to put pressure on Wade. Wade with the left foot sails this one out of bounds. Into touch for a throw. Douglas will take it here for Smithson Valley. What do they have set up here? Just looking for Green. Perhaps a flick here. Settles it down off the chest. Trying to have the through ball to Robles. And here's Green with that big physical upper body and a wonderful turn. Ball still on his feet as he gets into the penalty area, calling for a foul from the referee, and all Clemens could do there is clear it one touch. Nate Valdez comes out of it for Clemens. And there you see the physical play and the big body of Luis Green. Header on into the box, trying to settle it down. Ball deflected off of Green. Wade brings it down and ahead to Baker for Clemens on a counterattack here as he feeds a defenseman coming up in support. I think that was Nico Mora. And Smithson Valley gets possession now. Uritia is number 3 on the far side. He's a sophomore playing up for Smithson Valley. He's the target of this throw. Ball goes over him, and I believe there's going to be a penalty. Yes, a penalty as they were trying to look into Robles, I believe, and a little too aggressive was Clemens. And so here we have a situation, another set piece for Smithson Valley. From 35 yards away about, they'll set the last defender line just inside the 18-yard box. That's where the line holds. Ball now being pushed back. Still a threat from this far out. Bruce senses it and sends 3 men into the wall. Here's the ball into the box. Looking for Green's deflected. And Clemens with 3 men in that wall, set for a counterattack, just unable to piece things together. So Luke Brew, the goalkeeper for Clemens, will send this one back. Luke Brew, 2 goals per game averaged against him. 1 shutout in 2018. The goalkeeper for Clemens. Douglas sends this one on a crossing ball on a set piece. He'll hopefully be able to retain possession here. Yes, Smithson Valley with it. Robles has the ball picked away. Here's Wade. Down the line looking for Billings, unable to create something with it, and it's picked by Douglas, who sends this one up again looking for Robles. Burris sends this one deep. Sabatini picks. And Smithson Valley will send this back and regroup. Bad touch there by Von Fossen. He'll have to track it down. And does. Uratia draws a double team. And some ankle clipping by Clemens is called, and Smithson Valley will be able to restart from here. Zarek Uratia, first name spelled Z-A-R-E-K, young sophomore. Midfielder with 6 assists, no goals yet on the year. But a wonderful young supporter of the Smithson Valley offense. He has the ball here for a throw. Quickly now, Smithson Valley. Green. How will he create here? Dildy with a right, and this one's away. Well, enough to get Luke Brew to get happy feet back there and move him from left to right, but ultimately not enough to get that centered. And a spirited effort there from Dildy. Now just over halfway here in the first half. Smithson Valley 1, Clemens 1. A good contest here on a Friday night in Spring Branch, Texas. If any of these kids had any dreams of playing in a country like England, well, these are some of the conditions you may find. Cold and foggy. Lowhouse. Well claimed in the end. Oh, that ball squirted out just a little bit, but into safe hands. And he'll restart here with Douglas. Now to Green. Back to the goal. Turns with his left. Cuts back to the right. Wonderful move there. Beats him for pace. Shot on goal. And Brew, well, lucky. He needs to fall down there to be sure of it. That ball had some wicked spin on it. Ultimately, calmly, though, collected by Brew. Dvorak to the far side. Clever footwork and a right foot centering ball, and Lowhouse has to make a save and does. Oh, Ian Lowhouse. Tricky situation there. You have to be mindful of your near post, but you also have to worry about that crossing pass. The ball was the ladder, and Lowhouse makes a pounce on it. Well done by Ian. Clemens will substitute now from the far sideline. I believe Caleb McCausland is checking in for Clemens. Kyle Baker takes a seat. McCausland, newly in there, gets introduced kind of rudely by Sabatini, and the referee's there to call it. Well, Sabatini has about 1.5 feet on McCausland, so just the tiniest little nudge is going to knock him off balance, and the referee's there to call it. Connor Corey to take this free kick for Clemens about 30 yards away. 5 Buffaloes in the box. 6 Ranger defenders. 3 men in the Ranger wall. Lowhouse is ready. Corey sends this one back post. Runners there, head up, off the fingertips of Lowhouse, and he's able to corral it. Actually, they're going to call offsides here. And Low House will get this thing going again for Smithson Valley after the offsides call. Don't miss the annual Smithson Valley Athletic Boosters Club's All Sports Gala. March 3rd, you could join all the Ranger faithful at Ann Hall for dinner, live and silent auctions, plus a whole lot more. Have a night out, and your ticket or table purchase goes to benefit Smithson Valley Athletics. Log on to rangersnetwork.com for more information. Ben Campos, Bo Wick with you. So we are now in the 24th minute of the first half. Rangers with a goal via PK by Nathaniel Diaz in the 10th minute. And the equalizer coming from Clemens in the 15th. Shortly thereafter, it was kind of a scrum. I don't know who officially got goal credit there for Clemens. 2 or 3 of them were on as the ball was pushed in past Low House, and that's our score, 1-1. Smithson Valley with a turnover, and the ball's deflected, unable to clear it. Here comes the pressure. Wade has it now, drawing 2 Rangers, and the ball's picked away. Oh, spirited effort as Wade shoves the Smithson Valley player onto the track. A hard tackle on Nathaniel Diaz. And Wade is going to get a yellow card here, and rightly so. Very aggressive with the shoulder, and not just that, but with the elbow extended as well. Send Nathaniel onto the track, and he is still in pain down there. And after being shown the yellow, Braylon Wade, number 9 for Clemens, will have to take a seat. Nathaniel is up, and I think he will stay on the field, as you could now tell with that red track marks on his white jersey. What a horrible spill he took. Coach Nichols is out now for Smithson Valley. They're going to have a word with him, make sure he's all right. So the penalty assessed against Clemens. Smithson Valley will have the restart here. I think they'll do it by way of throw. Still in their defensive third. Daniel Diaz with the lone Smithson Valley goal in the 10th minute. Walked off on the far sideline with Coach Eric Nichols. And play resumes. Mora battling with Bettis. Ball's picked. Castro with it now for Smithson Valley. Van Fossen has it. On the left side. Trying for the switch. It's Bettis. Had something nice drawn up with Douglas, but that ball is stolen away. And with pace, Trey Lyons making the push for Clemens. And the ball goes into touch. Check that. That's 1. Caleb McCausland. And Clemens will keep it here with pressure in the attacking third. They send this one out for a restart. Here's Burris. Sends it back into Billings. Into the corner. Left foot. Lowhouse comes to claim and does. Into the belly of Ian Lowhouse. The ball is safe there. And cleared by punt. A 50-50 ball won by Clemens. But now here's Smithson Valley. It's Bettis. Nice switch there to Ureta. And I think that ball just kind of got a bad bounce in front of Zarek and hits him in the arm, and will go over to Clemens. Unfortunate there on the bounce. I thought Smithson Valley had something going with the switch ball to Zarek. The ball is turned over. Bettis now settles. Trying to find that through ball, and a wonderful diving effort to deny it by Burris. As it looked like Luis Green had some space to run into with the ball. And had it not been for that effort by Burris, Green could have made something on goal. So good effort there by the defenseman. Smithson Valley will make a substitution. Coleman Amaya comes in for the Rangers. And sitting down is Noel Pettis, the senior midfielder, and he's had a pretty good start to this ball game. Green now trying to possess here for Smithson Valley. Amaya with it. Pulls it back. Wonderfully done. Douglas centering ball. Oh, wonderful decision by Castro to let that go and swing the football. Ball cleared. Baker giving way. Gets past Robles. Davis now with it. Ball turned away, and Smithson Valley. Can Luis Green do something here? Wonderful move. He has Urrutia on the outside. Will he use him? Cuts back to the middle. Can he have a right foot? It is, and it's away. Good effort there by Luis Green. Solo on the attack with two defenders around him, able to get something at least in the area. Make Brew think about it. But the result is a goal kick for Clemens. Castro. Trying to get it into space. Urrutia will give chase and then watch it go out of bounds. Approaching the final 11 and a half minutes here in this ball game. Excuse me, in the first half. It's Smithson Valley 1, Clemens 1. And an eventful first half of soccer. Here's Urrutia. Nice 1-2 pass. Nice game here between Green and Urrutia. The ball is ultimately lost. But good imagination there by those two. Clemens will swing it around. McCausland now with it. Being pressured by Douglas. Can he get around him? And he does. Still trying to put pressure on as Sabatini comes over to clean up. And the ball will go into touch and will result in a goal kick. Good one-on-one pressure there. Caleb McCausland. Young man had to try to skin two of the best Ranger defenders in Douglas and Sabatini. Unfortunate in the end. But Smithson Valley showing a good defensive presence to have that ball cleared away. Dangerous play as Mora gets up in the air and kind of undercut there by Amaya. And the Buffaloes will set up a set piece here. Smithson Valley sends almost everybody back. Even Luis Green is talking about maybe being a part of this defensive wall. Green the only man to stand in front of it. Everybody back for Smithson Valley. Ball sent in, deflected into the penalty area and cleared away. Still not out of danger, though. Giving chase is Clemens, McCausland, and Smithson Valley. Can they still not out of danger yet? Burris will send this one in. The ball's given back to the backside. It's Davis. One-on-one ball over there. Davis trying to turn the corner. Wonderful defense. Play on, says the referee. Good pick there by Smithson Valley's defenseman. And here's a counterattack mounting. Urrutia centering ball to Castro, and that ball's deflected out. I believe that was Christian Robles who had the good pressure on the outside on Devin Davis. And a good pick that started that transition. Smithson Valley's going to do a couple more substitutions. I think the next stoppage of play, but not here. Sabatini sends this ball in, looking for Green. The header ball's deflected and ultimately into the arms of Brew in the end. You could see how much defensive attention Luis gets. So he had three Buffaloes around him, unable to get a solid header on it. And Brew was able to claim it. Billings now doing some work on the far side to Davis. Davis with the left. Lowhouse Oh, that's not easy. I'll tell you, with the moisture out there on the field and this synthetic turf, anything low has a tendency to skip and come at you faster. But that was done with confidence. Lowhouse hauls that one in and restarts. Luis now moving with the left. He'll have it to Castro. A one-time in, and that's easy doing for Brew. Brew will send this into the foggy night air, and Castro watches that ball bounce over him. I think he had his hand on Baker, and that's what they're going to call. A little push in the back on Baker. And Clemens will have a restart at midfield. No quick restart here for Clemens. They're going to put something together. They're going to send this ball from midfield into the 18. And here it is. Lowhouse tracks it. Has a fist on it to punch it over the crossbar. Better effort there by Lowhouse. Just going up, making sure his fists are tight. Put force on the ball and make sure that goes up and back. Results in a corner kick, so not out of danger. As Smithson Valley will bring 2 subs in, and Clemens will bring back Wade, I believe. So substitution for both teams. Corner kick here by the right footer. In swinging. Backside. Deflected away on a header. Good defensive stand by Smithson Valley. Unable to clear though. Clemens will retain possession. Davis looking for Baker on a run, and that ball is a little bit too much pace in front of Baker. Softer touch. Clemens might have been in business. And the ball will go in for a goal kick. 1-1 here at Ranger Stadium. Rangers scored first. 5 minutes later, equalized by Clemens. In a game where really you can't tell if one team has an advantage over the other. Very evenly played so far in this first half. Douglas, centering ball. Diaz back in with a red track stain on the back of his jersey. Sends this ball too far, and a look for Bettis. And the ball will go into touch for a throw. In the 35th minute of a tie ball game here in the first half, there's an injured Buffalo on the far sideline who kind of rolls off the field. Clemens will get a quick sub in. Van Fossen sends this one up. Need to settle the ball down here. It's Bettis. Does. Has 2 Buffaloes on him. Sends it up. Trying to force feed Green. Gets to the deflection, so Smithson Valley will hold it here. 5 minutes to go before the half. Dildy. Wonderful misdirection to set up Castro. Check that. That's Diaz. To Douglas. Sends it in and back out to Douglas. Will settle it in with the chest. Trying to beat his man for pace and does. A bad touch there will send the ball out of bounds for a goal kick. That's just good defending. He beats Dvorak. But then Billings comes in to shield him away from trying to get to that ball as it rushes towards the touchline. You always like to see your defenders like Douglas coming in to support an attack like that. And always surprised to see offensive skills from a defenseman like that, but he's one of the talented soccer players here at Smithson Valley wearing the captain's armband. Here's a counter. Nobody on the backside. Davis is going to have to send this into the corner. Looking for, I believe that's Baker on the outside. And the ball goes harmlessly into touch. Bettis. Being guarded closely by Davis, and the ball goes out of bounds. And another throw. Trying to get it to Green, just unable to do so. Davis And Bettis going at it. What a battle that is in the midfield. Did Bettis save it? I don't think he did. Referee's there to signal out of bounds. Again, this is two officials officiating this ball game, so opportunities to sneak offsides perhaps, or perhaps deceive a referee with who the ball went out of. The opportunities are there with only two officials. Not your normal three that you would see. Nobody with a flag. Smithson Valley taking their time here. After a substitution, 2:45 left to go before the half. In this tie ball game, why don't you join us at the half here on the Rangers Network? We'll be with Smithson Valley principal Michael Wall, get his conversation and see what he thinks about tonight's ball game. He's in the booth, couple of spots away from us. Green unable to get away with that call. I think it's the extension of the arm that gets him. Clemens to restart here. Burris, 25, will send it in. Again, they're not electing to have that quick restart. They're going to use that foot of Burris to send this into the penalty area. Long ball, head onto it. Ball goes over Lowhouse and into the back of the net. Actually, I don't think that touched anybody. That's going to be Dallin Burris's goal in the 38th minute. I'll tell you, one of the things I did not like in my days as a goalkeeper was playing on this synthetic turf and not knowing or not getting a true bounce that you would normally get on a grass field. That ball was sent in with the moisture and the dew on this field. You get a slick bounce, and Lowhouse just misjudged it, and the ball goes right over him into the net. So Burris gets his goal in the 38th minute, and that puts Clemens on top 2-1. Here are the final 2 minutes of this first half. Clemens, though, showing pressure. They want more. Ball into space, and they're going to call offsides here against Green. In an offsides position, and if you're wondering at home what that means, you got to kind of equate it to what offsides means in football. A player being behind the line of scrimmage when the play starts. And in soccer, you just have to redefine those terms. What is the line of scrimmage? Well, it's where the last defender is at any given moment. And when does the play start? It's when the ball is served to the attacking player. And so at that point when the ball is served, Green behind the last defender in an offsides position, and that stops Smithson Valley's run. Injury on the far side, that's Bettis. Noel Bettis, the senior midfielder, 5 goals on the year. As the referee is going to call for a stoppage of time here with 47 seconds. The clock on the scoreboard is not official. The time is officially kept with the umpires. It's more of a suggestion, though sometimes the referee and the clocks are in sync. And the ball will start on the clock will stop on the referee's signal. It'll be a throw in from the far sideline, and Clemens will make some substitutions here. Looking for a long throw. Smithson Valley not out of danger. 5 Buffaloes in the box. Smithson Valley counters with 8 defensemen. Ball in, headed away. Still in trouble here, deflected and wide. Oh, a scary opportunity to close out the half, and Lowhouse is lucky that went wide of the upper 90. Turned away, Lowhouse unable to make a play on it. Everything happened so quickly. And if I'm Ian, I'll take some time here with 20 seconds left. Send this one high and wide. This one to the middle of the field is passed around by both sides via head. And Clemens will settle. Here's Wade playing with the yellow card that he gathered earlier in this ball game. And that will end our first half of play. We have a good one here at Ranger Stadium. It's Clemens 2, Smithson Valley 1. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching Ranger Soccer on the Rangers Network.
So this is it, huh?
Yep, this is where it all starts and finishes.
Joe Pavelek, Jeff Shin, Alan Hill, Pat Bailey, Matt Hilson, Clint Haney, Cody Fuller, Eric Anders, Garrett Smith, Andrew Sandejo, Josh Adkins could have dressed in the soccer.
We got work to do, kid.
We're gonna go inside, we're gonna go outside, we're gonna get him on the run, we're gonna keep him on the run, then we're gonna go, 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 go. We won't stop until we're across that goal line. This is a team they say is good. Well, I think we're better than them. So what do you say, men?
Let me give it a try. Making videos is not easy. It's confusing and it's hard work. Well, I'm here to tell you, when your back's against the wall, call Wick Productions. It's who we use for game night scoreboard production and the Rangers Network.
Amazing, Coach. Another perfectly executed shameless plug.
Hometown is about community. I'm Erin.
And I'm Ben.
We're focused on making every home feel personal. Use the gift you have to make your place better. Get up and do it.
And this is our hometown.
All new Hometown, Monday night at 9, only on HGTV.
Watch HGTV, GVTC, Digital Cable Channel 578. GVTC, just plain smart.
And welcome back to Rangers Stadium at the half of tonight's ball game between the Rangers and the Clemens Buffaloes. A privilege to be joined by Smithson Valley Principal Michael Wall. And Mr. Wall, first of all, are you a soccer guy? I know it's gaining in popularity, but I see you up here in the press box on a Friday night. You got to have some interest in the game.
Yeah, I'm a soccer guy. Played soccer when I was younger, so I have a love for the sport. So I love watching our guys battle, for sure.
Yeah, I noticed you're in the press box with this weather as well, so very smart of you. But fourth year over here at Smithson Valley High School. What about this area? You look at some just being a part of the greater San Antonio area, a lot of people attracted to come here. So in your profession, your line of work, we find you here at Smithson Valley. What about this school and this school district attracted you here?
I would say the area, number one. It's a great place to live and raise kids, and it's a great place to be part of something with great tradition and history of winning and producing great athletes and graduates. So that's what attracted me to the area. First, the location. Who wouldn't want to be in the hill country and work for a living? But the other is just the tradition of Smithson Valley and what it is all about.
So talk to us a little bit about how you got into this line of work. What drew you to education and young adults like we have here at Smithson Valley?
Well, it started, I went to college. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I had a summer job at a YMCA day camp. Started working with kids at that age when I was in college and realized, hey, I wanted to work with kids. And eventually started as a teacher and a coach, actually, for about 11 years. And then something just clicked and said, hey, I'd like to have a bigger effect on kids than just the kids that I taught. So that's what led me into the administration role.
So it sounds like you're still coaching, but just kind of in a different way, not just the kids, but those in your faculty as well.
Correct. It's daily coaching. Faculty, kids. Use some of those tricks that you had with the coach. Use them same as a principal too.
In athletics, we look at the leaders of our programs. Of course, here, Coach Larry Hill in our football program, he's developed such a culture here that if I tell people in this area what a Larry Hill coach football team is, things already come to mind. So for you as a leader of the school district, if I say, or of the school, if I say, what does a Michael Wall-led high school look like? What are some of the things, what are some of the imprints of culture you like to have repeated when I say that?
Well, I would think one is tradition for sure. We want to carry on the tradition that has been set forth by predecessors of mine, which is set high standards. That would be one of the things. And I want to be known for producing great graduates, that can go to any college that they want, that we are preparing kids to be ready for the career, college, military, whatever they want to do after this 4 great years at Smithson Valley High School.
What about the future going forward? What do you see Smithson Valley, some of the growth in this area? The Smithson Valley is not going to be immune to that. So just your forecast of what's going to be happening here at Smithson Valley in the couple of years and beyond.
Yeah, that's a fair question. We got probably 4 years here until we get relief with the new high school. So you're talking about upwards of 3,200 kids possibly walking the building. That brings challenges, of course. You have to think differently out of the box. How are you going to manage that many kids with the same infrastructure that we have? So that takes a team effort with, relying on the people around you to come with great ideas to make sure everybody's safe, but still deliver that same quality education that we are known for here at Smithson Valley High School.
Mr. Wall, thank you very much for joining us here at halftime.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Go Rangers.
We are at the break here between Clemens and Smithson Valley. We'll step aside. When we come back, second half action. You're watching the Rangers Network.
All new on Travel Channel.
I'm Andrew Zimmern, and we're showcasing the unique cuisines that put the tastiest locations on the map. From hot spices in Asia to mouth-watering flavors across the Americas. These destinations are so delicious, they're iconic.
All new Bizarre Foods Delicious Destinations. Tuesday at 9 on Travel Channel.
Watch Travel Channel, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 577. GVTC, just plain smart.
Where Zaxby's is from. Some like it classic. Some like it saucy. For others, it's gotta be crispy. But everyone loves the flavor that brings us together. And whether you like it spicy or old school, you'll like it even more. Because Zaxby's 5 fan favorites are now just $5.99 each. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
New Braunfels. Modern, architecturally impressive building is more like an art gallery than a dealership. With an extravagant showroom floor and customer lounge, with over 500 vehicles in stock, we have the ability to deliver the best savings possible to meet your budget needs. It's our pleasure to serve you in New Braunfels and the surrounding Hill Country communities. The all-new Nissan of New Braunfels, you've got to see this place.
Back at Rangers Stadium, we are at the half with Clemens holding on to a 2-1 lead over Smithson Valley. Scoring came early in this ball game. It was a corner kick for Smithson Valley. A header on goal went off the hands of a Clemens defender, and the result of that play was a penalty kick. And that kick was converted by Nathaniel Diaz in the 10th minute, gave Smithson Valley a 1-0 lead. That lead lasted for about 5 minutes before Clemens equalizes. It was a header on goal. The Lowhouse played it up in the air, and the ball was crashed onto by 3 or 4 different Clemens Buffaloes. My apologies, no official word on who gets credit for that score, but the ball was knocked in, and Clemens equalized there in the 15th minute, a 1-1 at that point. Then later on in the first half, on a free kick, it was Dallin Burris, the defender, who sent the ball in from about 40 yards away, took a bad hop that bounced over the goalkeeper Lowhouse's head and into the back of the net in the 38th minute, and that is your go-ahead goal from Clemens. Again, at the break, it's Clemens 2, Smithson Valley 1. We'll take our final break here at halftime coverage. When we come back, second half of tonight's ballgame between Smithson Valley and Clemens. This is the Rangers Network.
I'm Jaime Buenteo, produce buyer for H-E-B. We work hard to find the freshest, best produce available. That's why we work with Texas growers to buy local as much as possible. Over 100 million pounds annually. In fact, we sell more produce than any other store in Texas. Grapefruit, corn, blueberries, and tons more. All grown right here in our beautiful backyard and on their way to your store within 24 hours. This is the local Texas produce department at H-E-B. No store does more than my H-E-B.
Daddy's gotta go to work.
Uh-oh. Sorry?
Watch FX, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 527. GVTC, just plain smart.
Second half action. About to be underway here at Rangers Stadium. It is cold, it is foggy, it is soccer weather. Here in Spring Branch, Texas, Ben Campos, executive producer, Bo Wick with you. Clemens 2, Smithson Valley 1 to start the second half of play. Trying to give it to Green again, who's bottled up, and ball cleared away by Burris. Had a goal in the 38th minute from the defensive position for Clemens. Ball kept in play by Davis to Baker. Back to Davis into the corner, and ball poked away harmlessly by Sabatini. Into touch for a throw. It'll be Billings for Clemens. He sends this one, or he will, into the penalty area. Clemens setting something up here for a set piece. Smithson Valley packing the box. It's going to be short to Wade. Back to Billings. With it here, will he have a left? He will, but not into a threatening situation. Play back to Billings with a right now. Centering ball, looking for Wade. The ball is picked away by Smithson Valley. Noel Pettis sends it up to Green. Green trying to shake a man on the far sideline. Turns it back in. Uses his body to create space. Well done before being poked away by Wade. Good effort by Luis Green. Trying to create on the far side. Unlucky touch. Separated the ball away from, or Wade separates the ball away from him. And Clemens able to restart. Van Fossen. Bettis on the far side to Diaz. Into the corner looking for Green. Green has it one time. Back to the center looking for Bettis. Is cleared away by Burris. Just no connection there between Green and Bettis. A little miscommunication. And Clemens able to clear. Wonderful back heel. Give the ball back to Green in the center. Here it is. 1-2 pass. Green with the left. Deflected at the last second. Ball still in play. And Clemens eventually carries it out. Well, there's a good opportunity, scoring chance there for Smithson Valley 3 minutes into this ball game. Unlucky in the end, but a good spirited effort here to start the second half. Already you're seeing more effort by Smithson Valley to get that ball to Luis Green and let him create. Bettis doing his part on the far side. Dildy with it now as the Rangers look to reverse field. Van Fossen. Nice one-touch game to get it to the far side in Uritia. Now one-timer. Diaz, he makes the keeper make a save. He tried to go cookie jar to the top 190, to the top 90, and that's a good save there by Brew. Leaving his feet, making sure contact with the football, and pushing it away. Here's a corner kick. Smithson Valley, backside of the post, and that ball is out before it comes back in, and so the danger is turned away by Clemens. Of course, I'm saying football, you know what I mean, soccer ball, just using the language interchangeably here. Burris sends this one deep. Ends up in a 50-50 ball won by Clemens. It's Davis now on the far side. Nice ball down the line. It's Billings into the corner. A 1-2 pass. It's Dvorak, has the ball deflected, and it'll result in a corner kick. Boy, Clemens, they don't take too long to get into a threatening situation. Win the 50-50 ball, and then 1-2-3 pass, and already they're looking at a corner kick here. In the 5th minute of the second half. Burris, the defender, comes up. He'll have this one with the left foot. Ball will swing into Lowhouse. Sends this one to the back, and it is deflected out and away by Bettis. Well done there by Noel to get that away. And Smithson Valley's defense will come out and reform, but we'll need to hold firm here. Ball still in the attacking third for Clemens. Burris with the long throw into Baker. Guarded closely now, able to skin the defender, get towards the touchline, and ultimately Ball goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Good defending on the far side by Douglas. Josiah Douglas, the junior captain defender. Make sure that ball goes out. It's a bad clear by Lowhouse. On the attack again is Clemens. Van Fossen having trouble with it. Needs a good clear here. Ball's deflected by Davis and kept in the attacking third for the Buffaloes. Again, this will be a deep throw, this time by Billings. We'll look to serve this one into the penalty area. Buffaloes threatening here. Here comes the long throw to the near post. Lowhouse stays on his line. One touch by Wade to the back post is turned away by Smithson Valley. Here comes the shot, ambitious from that far out. Harmless, out of bounds, and Lowhouse will gather and send this one ball deep. Got to have a better clearance here from the goalkeeper, as that ball only traveled about 25 yards and went right to a Buffalo. This one a little bit better, looking for Dildy. Passed on. Here's Diaz. Trying to find Green. It's just a bad touch behind him, and Clemens is able to claim. Going back the other way is Corey. Now Corey coming to the near side, Davis. Davis, 1-2 touch back to Corey and Baker. Baker picked by Van Housen. Good play there defensively. And here comes the counter. It's Diaz. Beats his man. Trying to send it to Luis Green. That's a good thought there by Diaz. Just unable to do it. A little bit behind Luis. So he tried to get that into the corner. Baker. Being pressured by Douglas. Sabatini now in defense. It's Wade with the quick touch. Sabatini there to dispossess. Oh, what a play. Well done there defensively, Sabatini. Now he's going to come up and support. Uritia with the ball, trying to cut back in and just unable to do that. Ball still in possession of Smithson Valley. Diaz trying to switch the field and find Bettis. The ball is intercepted. Douglas with it now for the Rangers, trying to get the overlap. And that ball is picked out by Clemens. Douglas coming up from his defensive position to support the offense. And I think he took a shot. He's actually went straight to the bench. So this is a big substitution coming up for Smithson Valley. Checking in on the throw is going to be Coleman Amaya. And laying down on that Ranger bench is their captain, Josiah Douglas, who's done some good battling of his own against this very tough Clemens front. He'll get some medical attention, and Smithson Valley will have the ball in. Looking for an equalizer of their own. Ball in the center. Dildy trying to get it to his right foot, and the ball is cleared. High, but not really away. Van Fossen will send it back in with a header. Trying to reach it up to Luis Green, and the ball is no real call. I guess it is offsides, called by the official on the far sideline. I don't know if it was called on Luis Green. There might have been another Ranger in an offside position, but it seemed to me, as has always been the case, there has been a defender between and closely between Luis Green and the goal. So I don't think that offsides position was necessarily called on him. Dildy forcing pressure, and it's Diaz now. Green still trying to find it and get settled into this ball game as he'll use his body to shield the defender away, and Diaz has it. Cutting back towards the center. Diaz trying to calm things down with the ball. Has a drop if he needs it, and he takes it. It's Van Fossen. Uritia. And they'll call that foul against Clemens. It's against Billings on Van Fossen. Move the ball back. And Tyler Van Fossen, the young sophomore, I think was going to send this one in. Smithson Valley sending more attackers. Van Fossen going to try to put this one into the 18. Brew settling up his wall. Van Fossen delivers. It's near post. Uritia tries to put a scissor kick on it, and that ball is deflected, and Clemens will gather and clear. Davis. Oh, clever move around Van Fossen. Down the sideline is Devion Davis. And a miscommunication between him and Billings. Smithson Valley can counter or pull back and set something up, and Diaz chooses the latter. Good pass to Perez on the far side, centering pass to Dildy. Unfortunate touch there by Dildy on the pass, and that ball's taken away. Wonderful effort here by Diaz. To Green. Can he create now? Ball's tipped away. There's always a defender on him. That's Nate Valdez in the back pocket of Green. Bettis now into the corner. And that ball is cleared away. Looking for Amaya on a run. And Clemens had two defenders marking Green. One of them left to clear the ball. And Smithson Valley's effort there turned away. Opportunity here, though. They'll have a long throw. Smithson Valley taking their time here. Tying of a shoe, buying time to send defenders up in support of this play. In the 12th minute now of the second half, Clemens on top 2-1. But Smithson Valley with the threat here with the long throw into the box. Heads are there, deflected in, and it's gone in. Smithson Valley scores on the set play. Luis Green. I'm going to credit Luis Green with the goal there as he's getting the majority of the applause and celebration from his teammates. Luis Green, the header on the long ball, beats Brew on the near post, and Smithson Valley has equalized 2-2. Trying to get him involved. Luis Green. And he finds it on a set piece. 2-2 now, Smithson Valley. And Clemens tied. Clemens, 3-0 in district play. Comes in a top district, tied with New Braunfels. And here's a quick counter to get things started. McClousland. Ball's cleared by Dildy. Still not out of danger. One touch over the bar. Untouched by Lowhouse, I think, and it'll stay as a goal kick. You saw how quick Clemens wants to counter. They want to get that lead back. Smithson Valley equalizes. A header by Luis Green. That is his 16th goal on the season. 12th minute of the second half. Smithson Valley, as we mentioned, undefeated but not unblemished in district. 2 wins, no losses, and a draw. That draw came in their opening round of district, a 2-2 draw with Steele. And here they have last year's district champs locked up in a tight one. McClousland giving chase. There's a foul on the far side. Now the question is whether or not they're going to give a penalty for it. Sabatini a little rough with, I think it's McCausland on the far side. And a yellow card shown to Sabatini. So we have one yellow card for Clemens, and that was number 9, Braylon Wade, and another one shown here to Cord Sabatini, the senior defender, captain. Penalty is called to the far sideline, just right outside the box. So no harm there, no penalty. No penalty kick rewarded. This will be a free kick from the far sideline. Lowhouse has 2 defenders on the post and 2 in a wall. Clemens now sending their 6th attacker into the box. No, they'll retreat, and now it's only 5. The right footer Davis will send this one in. Swinging towards Lowhouse. That ball is deflected up and out away. Need a big clear here for Smithson Valley, and they get it. Well done. Defensively, Robles with the last clear. And Smithson Valley is able to escape. Ball on the far sideline. I think that's Wade. That fog really settling in here to Ranger Stadium. McClousland centering pass. Nobody's there. And this ball will trickle out. It would be a deep throw for Smithson Valley, so unable to get the clear by way of Oh, actually, they're going to say the ball went out against Smithson Valley, so Clemens will keep it down here. This will be just like what we saw with Smithson Valley a few minutes ago, a throw into the attacking box. Billings with it, high, arcing. Ball settling in, trying to turn his way. Ball turned away. No foul. Play on, says the referee. Billings with it, sends this ball deep, high but away. Luis Green settles it down. Wonderful use of the body there by Green, pushing away Devin Davis. Kickball action here from Smithson Valley, just looking to clear the ball. And they'll retain possession by way of throw. 15 minutes into this second half, Smithson Valley got a goal to pull even as Luis Green pulled down. No call from the referee, yes, but they're going to call Green on it on the far sideline. Pulling of the shirts going both ways. Green pulled down, but the referee says that was actually caused by Green's pulling of the jersey. So Clemens will have this reset. You've seen the long ball from Burris, already scored on a play not unsimilar to this. Sends this ball into the attacking third. Billings to Davis with the left foot, sends it into the box. Header, it is beaten Lohaus. Oh, what a play. McCausland on the centering pass from Davis. Heads that one in. Lohaus had to move to his left. Did not have as much lift as he wanted to get to the ball. Might have gotten a finger on it, but not enough to deter the header from McCausland. And Clemens with the go-ahead goal here in the 16th minute. 3-2 now leads. Smithson Valley will make a change here defensively. Oh, it happens just that quickly. Smithson Valley playing with all the momentum. And the ball comes into the defensive third. One touch from Devin Davis. McCausland found himself unmarked and puts a wonderful header pass, a diving Lohaus. And Clemens has retaken this lead. 3-2 now as a foul comes on the far sideline. Luis Green doing some battling there. He gets called once again and a little talking to from the referee. So perhaps a preliminary warning there for Luis. Uritia has this back into Davis. Overlapping run is Uritia. Will he use him? No. Square pass to the outside. Sabatini. Diaz again. He'll try it from far away. Pushed away by Luke Brew. What a save. And what a shot. Ball had pace, was low and away. Looking for the back post of Brew, and Brew with a diving effort to push it away. Here's a corner kick now for Smithson Valley. Looking to pull even. Ball sent to the center. Ball's there, headed away, and deflected by Brew. What a save. 2 in a row by Luke, the goalkeeper for Clemens. And Clemens has a breakaway now. McCausland sends this ball away at a physical challenge by Robles. And the ball goes into touch on the far sideline. 2 spectacular saves by Luke Brew, the Clemens goalkeeper, who came into this ball game only 1 shutout to his credit. Had a ball that was hammered in there by Diaz, low and away, dove to get to it, and then on the resulting corner kick, turns away what would have been a tying header. Burris now sends this one in, and it'll skip awkwardly away and out of bounds. Dallin Burris for Clemens from that defensive position showing he's able to be a threat from a ways away. As you saw it there, just a ball that got that skip off of this artificial turf that is now wet. And you do not get a true bounce from this turf. You get that skip, it almost seems like it gains momentum as it comes to you, the goalkeeper. Quite different conditions than a goalkeeper would have faced maybe 15, 10 years ago, and now nearly every high school in the area playing on this artificial turf. Davis splits the defense. Here's Billings. Turns. Left foot trying to find Davis. Van Fossen turns it away. Uritia has it now, trying to battle with Corey. Corey wins the battle. It's Dvorak. Centering pass, and the ball goes over. McCausland again causing fits for this Smithson Valley defense. There's a penalty called? No, the referees have cross-checked, and I think that this ball is going to go out against, they're going to call that ball being deflected out against Smithson Valley to go for a corner kick. So here we go again for the Rangers. Lowhouse with 2 men on their post, 1 in front, 1 in back. Burris with the left foot will send this in. To the back post. One time by McCausland is off the upright of the goalpost for football, and that is deemed out of bounds, and Lowhouse will gather for a goal kick. Caleb McCausland, number 1 for Clemens, 2 goals, 2 assists coming into tonight's ball game. Now has 3 goals on the year after adding that one in the 16th minute of the second half. McCausland again as he gets past Dildy to the far sideline. Here comes a crossing pass. Awkward there as the Buffalo running on the far side elects to go with that right foot instead of the left. That left would have been a little bit more natural, but in the end it goes off of the defender, so the ball will stay with Clemens here and another corner kick. Smithson Valley just trying to catch their breath. Ball sent in to the backside. Cleared away by Luis Green. Davis with a good touch to settle. He'll have another left. Crossing the field. They call him onside. Lowhouse comes out to challenge, and the ball's deflected out of bounds. What a play by Lowhouse. One-on-one opportunity. They called that player onside. Lowhouse trying to come out to cut the angle. Does so, and I think on that attack was Dvorak, number 12 for Clemens. Ball on the far side, poked away. That's, I believe, Robles doing the bidding for Smithson Valley. Ball sent in, still unable to be cleared by Smithson Valley. Finally getting under it, I believe, is Sabatini. Or is that Douglas? Douglas back in for the Rangers on that far sideline. Nice one-on-one battle going towards the goal, and that ball play is called a foul. Getting in the touch there was Bettis. Sticks a foot in there to stop play. Professional foul by Noel. And a free kick opportunity for Clemens. Still threatening here in the 23rd minute of the second half. Davis will take this one with the right foot. Sends this one near post, deflected away. Got to get a good clear here if you're Smithson Valley. They're just unable to do it. Dvorak now in the far corner. He'll take his time, pull it out, maybe swing it around. No, Smithson Valley's there. Puts the ball into touch. Clemens will have it. See what they do here. Quick throw into the near corner, looking for Mora, turned away by the Rangers, just unable to fully clear it just yet. Diaz now with it. Can he do it? No, ball picked away. Dildy trying to get in there as well. Dvorak settles for Clemens, and now you're starting to get the feel the last 10 minutes or so, Smithson Valley playing this game in their defensive third. Bicycle kick away by Pettis. Not to anybody in particular. It'll go out of bounds and still remains possession of Clemens in Ranger territory. Sabatini with the left foot. Good clear and change of the field. Uritia has it. Tries to get a flick and around Corey, just unable to do it. So Connor Corey will throw in for Clemens. Billings. Van Fossen, that's been a wonderful match to watch throughout the night. Davis with the left foot, high, sails over the crossbar. Got under it. It was kind of a lofty shot, not really a lot of pace on it. Ball carried up and over. Smithson Valley will do some substitutions. Uritia will sit out for the Rangers, and coming in on the near side is Coleman Amaya. So one sophomore out, one sophomore in for the Rangers. Clemens on top, 3-2. They got their goal in the 16th minute right after Smithson Valley had equalized 4 minutes prior. And it's been a back-and-forth game, and right now Smithson Valley doesn't want to be stuck on that fourth end of it. Down 3-2. Diaz trying to change it. Loses possession. Davis now working with it. Pressured by Diaz, and what a good play there by Nathaniel Diaz to use his body to shield it against Davis. Dildy. Clever move there by Dildy. Getting it over to Amaya. Can Amaya do something with it? He lost it, and a foul was called on the play. So free kick situation for Smithson Valley. And another set piece. Smithson Valley scored on a penalty kick that was set up on a handball by Clemens in the box on a set piece. And their second goal, a header by Luis Green on a throw-in set piece. And another set piece opportunity. Diaz sends this one in on the right foot. Green's there with a header, but the ball goes away. Still trying to use his body to possess. Well done there by Luis. Van Fossen trying to settle it. What's Diaz going to do with it? He has a drop if he needs it. Sends a centering pass, and that'll be Robles. Now Douglas on the far sideline, trying to keep this in this side of the field. Zabatini will make a run onto it, and it's dangerous. Here we go on a fast break. One-on-one, it's Clemens' offender. Trying to cut into the box and pull it away. This is Billings. Now moving, will he have a left? No, and the ball's picked away. I think that's Robles, but I'm not quite sure who's giving chase. Either way, that's good defending by Smithson Valley. One-on-one, they had Chase Billings, one of the top goal scorers for Clemens, on a breakaway, but they were able to turn him away. Now send everybody back in to defend this corner. About 13 minutes left in this ball game. Clemens on top, 2-3, and threatening here. Ball sent away by Robles. Centering pass to Wade, picked away, and just a clear out. I think that's Robles again as well. Clemens will send on a substitution. I think they're getting into time-killing mode right now. Substitutions coming from the far side of the field. Nobody in with a real sense of urgency looking to take this throw in. Throw in from Wade on the far sideline. Ball's into the box. Lowhouse comes out and claims it. Didn't get it on the first effort, but made sure of it on the second. Lowhouse coming off his line. Well done. Green now settles. Play on, says the referee. Green being chipped at. Ball's taken away. And the ball's flipped. Field is flipped for Smithson Valley. Amaya. Ball's deflected and ends back at the foot of Amaya. Just trying to settle it down and loses possession. Here's McCausland. Now he's one of the goal scorers for Clemens in this ball game. Back to Davis, who has an assist. Trying to skin a defender, creates room. He'll have a right foot centering pass. McCausland is there, and the ball's deflected to Baker, who pushes that ball wide. Oh, Lowhouse was turned this way and that, and just an unlucky touch by Baker. An unenviable position that Ian Lowhouse was in, being turned this way and that. Ultimately brought to the ground, but that ball travels inches wide. And Smithson Valley with the pick here. Amaya, can he switch the field? He puts this one into the corner, giving chase to Spedis, but the ball ends up in Brew's hands. Good effort there, good thought, maybe a little bit too close to Brew for comfort. Dvorak. Davis. Davis splits two defenders, still carries with the left, and Lowhouse is down to his right side and claims. Well done there by Lowhouse. Claimed comfortably to his right side. Now trying to connect to the attacking third. Green turns and loses possession. About 10.5 left. Smithson Valley desperately trying to add another. They are down 3-2 to the defending district champions. Need to play it back. Lowhouse will take it off the head of his defender. I think that's Jonathan Diaz. Ball's played up ahead to Green, just unable to get his body on it. Bettis ends up with it. Ball to Amaya, now in the left corner. What's he going to do with it? Pulls it back. Bettis, can he turn? He does. No shot here. Ball's to Dildy, and Dildy misplays it. And now a throwaway ball there by Robles. Eyes too big for his stomach, perhaps, as try to take a shot on Brew, and that ball just spun away from him. And no real threat on the Clemens the Clemens goalkeeper, who's played a wonderful game tonight. Was burned by a penalty kick and a header to the near post. But other than that, a solid game in the net by the Clemens goalkeeper Luke Brew. McCausland trying to give chase for Clemens. Wonderful little spin move. Still has possession and help over the top. There's the ball to his help in the corner. Smithson Valley comes out of the fog with the soccer ball. Trying to switch the field. Dildy does the bidding to Amaya. Referee says advantage to Smithson Valley. Diaz with the header into space. Giving chase is Bettis. Bettis, right foot to Green. Header, back post. Nobody's there. The ball will go out. Now, is it a throw or a goal kick? And it's signaled to a goal kick for Brew and the Buffaloes. Now in the 33rd minute of 40. Amaya. Physical play there from Connor Corey, and the ball will go into touch. No penalty, no foul there. Although Corey maybe feels it there on his ankle. Another long substitution from the far sideline. This is very classic kill the clock mode for Clemens. Corey with the throw-in. Will go down the line. Van Fossen trying to settle it for Smithson Valley. And Diaz with a header. Picked up by Lohaus. Now what's Lohaus going to do here? He sends this punt. He also had perhaps a throw and more certainty of possession over to the far sideline. 50-50 ball won by Smithson Valley. Van Fossen. Amaya. Back to Van Fossen and Diaz. 2 Diaz and a switch. This is Douglas being challenged by Billings. Billings physical on the far sideline. And that ball will go as a free kick to Smithson Valley. 2 Buffaloes were there. It was physical. Douglas was one of them for the Rangers, and the ball will go the Rangers' way. Opportunity here with a set piece. Now in the 35th minute. Rangers packing the box. Here comes the opportunity. Sent into the box. Great ball. Bettis is there. Ball flicked away by Van Fossen. Just unable to get it into where his teammates were. Bad touch goes out of bounds, but still in the attacking third. Van Fossen with the chip, but ends up with McLaughlin now. Wise ball to the far sideline, buying time for a run. Here's Wade on the far sideline. Tries the centering pass. It's deflected. And ball's up in the air. Here's Billings. Can he have a left here? No, he plays it back. McCausland is there for the centering pass. It's poked away. Dvorak. Dvorak again. Wonderful ball here. It's Davis. Sends this to the back post. Nobody's there except Douglas. And Douglas will settle for the Rangers. Sends it upfield. Ball's just not connecting between the defensive third and the attacking third for the Rangers. Davis with it. Excellent challenge by Van Fossen. Cleaned up by Corey. Ball's up in the air. Bettis unable to settle it, and Diaz knocks it back. What's the call here from the referee? It's a free kick. Going against Smithson Valley. Physical challenge on Braylon Wade. Wade had a goal last week versus Canyon for the Buffaloes. Led the team last year with 14 goals, so he is a marked man on the business end of that tackle. And a free kick for the Buffaloes. Sends this one in. Oh, that had pace on it. Wonderful save by Lohaus, but the ball's up. Lohaus again with the second, and that ball will go in. It's gone in, and Clemens will put this one just that much more out of reach. McLaughlin gets his second. He got one in the 16th minute. He gets this one in the 37th of the second half. It is now 4-2 Clemens. Telling you in high school soccer, you just have to make the goalkeepers work. And that ball was sent in by, I believe it was Billings with the low shot with venom. Lohaus with the wonderful effort, diving effort to get to it. But the deflection, the trash out in the middle of the field, collected by McCausland, who gets his second goal of the match. 3.5 left to go. Clemens now with the mountain of a lead, 4-2. This game's been well played. It's been physical. It's been chippy, but not dirty. Both sides have shown why they're at the top of district. Green in the corner. Makes quick work of one defender. Centering pass is too high for his teammate. Can Smithson Valley keep it here? Dvorak will clear. Billings beating his man. And no, he hasn't. Oh, that's excellent recovery there by Sabatini. free kick, I think, will be rewarded. And a stoppage. Oh, no, actually, if you pan back here to the end zone, there is a Buffalo down near his goal. That is number 21, Nate Valdez. He's being assisted right now momentarily by the goalkeeper, Luke Brew, in the A of Rangers. And what would be the end zone on a football field, but just right outside the 6-yard box here on the pitch. And this will stop play with 2 minutes and 33 seconds showing on the goal on the scoreboard. Clemens holding on to a 4-2 lead. Again, this game has been physical but not dirty. Both teams just playing hard, good soccer. And Valdez, who's been in the back pocket of Luis Green all night, will walk off the field under assistance of the athletic trainer. And his head coach, Aaron Wong. Coach Wong for the Buffaloes in his 9th year at Clemens. Earlier in the year, got his 150th win of his career. And if you could believe this, at one point in his career at Clemens, was coaching both boys and girls soccer at the same time. He is one of the best in the greater San Antonio area. And has this Clemens program working in the right direction. Play about to resume. Clemens on top 4-2. Sabatini defending. The ball comes into the box. They're calling for Lohaus to get out, and the ball is headed back. That's heads-up play, pardon the pun, by Noel Perez, sending the ball back. No, check that. That was Diaz giving the ball back to Lohaus. Van Fossen. Good pick there. Castro with it now. He'll reverse the field. Robles sends a deep ball to a running Green. Ball skips just out in front and into the arms of Brew. Green makes a collision with the goalkeeper, and he's going to be shown a yellow card. Luis Green in the 10 jersey shown yellow. That's the second card dished out to Smithson Valley. Earlier, 1 to Sabatini, 1 to Green. And that is the third card of this ball game. Brew was on the other side of that. The nail to the proverbial hammer. A lot of rules in soccer designed to protect the goalkeeper, and we saw a few moments ago Green getting a talking to by the official, and I think the physical play was just a little bit too much at that point. McCausland. Oh, he's got speed and a good touch on the far sideline. Weaving this way and that, and finally picked out by Smithson Valley, and the Rangers claim it's their ball. It will go towards the Buffaloes. Castro in defense there against McCausland. We are approaching the final minute of the ball game as the ball is sent into Wade. Kick back out Baker. Left foot, centering ball, looking for McCausland, is away. And Lohaus. Well, Lohaus has had a busy evening. There's no other way of saying it. He's been tested nearly every turn of this ball game, and tough test tonight against a very talented Clemens Buffalo team. They made him work for it. McCausland, clever little Dimmy there. Pushes it ahead. Right foot across the face of Lohaus, sails over the bar. And with 15 seconds left, that might be the last action of this ball game. Two assistants glanced at each other, the referees. And this game is over. Our final score then, it is Clemens 4, Smithson Valley 2. We'll step aside. You've been watching Rangers Soccer on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Comal Independent School District, HB, GVTC, Wick Productions, Ferris Orthodontics, Summerhill Dental, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, and Pizza Hut. When you're ready for a break, hurry in to Chicken Express. Let us do all the cooking for you. We always offer high-quality, affordable meals that the entire family will enjoy. Our chicken is never frozen and is hand-battered fresh so you can really taste the difference. You can expect fast and friendly service at Chicken Express, whether you dine in, drive through, or drive up. Hurry in and hurry back to Chicken Express.
Text the word Rangers to 42828 now to join the Rangers Network. Get links to live game broadcasts, Ranger news, and more. The best part is it's free to sign up. Ben Campos, executive producer Bo Wick, with you here at Rangers Stadium. The Rangers drop 1-2 district leader Clemens tonight 4-2. It was 2-1 at the break. And in the second half, we saw 3 goals. One, an equalizer by Smithson Valley's Luis Green off a header on a throw-in on the far sideline. That brought the game even at 2-2. And then 4 minutes later, Caleb McCausland had his first of 2 goals in that second half, put in the 16th minute, followed by a nice putback off of a deflection off of Lowhouse, the keeper, in the 37th minute to seal this game for Clemens. Again, your final score, it's Clemens 4, Smithson Valley 2. Next up for the Smithson Valley Rangers, they will take on the New Braunfels Unicorns, and that game will be over at New Braunfels. So good luck to the Rangers in the next match out. Again, your final score, it's Clemens 4, Smithson Valley 2. This is the Rangers Network.
Welcome to the Rangers Network. 24-hour-a-day access to news, game replays, original shows, live game night radio coverage, and more on RangersNetwork.com. Go inside the Fieldhouse at Rangers Stadium for unprecedented access with Rangers coaches and players all season long.
Turnover for Smithson
Watch
Valley.
every home and away game the day after, complete, and the way only the Rangers Network can bring it to you. Never miss an episode of Inside Rangers Football, game film breakdowns by Coach Hill and Brant Freeman, senior moments with Emily, and learn the game the Smithson Valley way. And Ranger Radio is back. Listen to all the games live on your smartphone with our exclusive live scoring screen. Rangers Network is your media hub for everything Rangers. However, we are taking the term network to a whole new level. Our mission is to create a community network by joining Smithson Valley High School athletes, students, faculty, and families to local Spring Branch and Bull Verde residents through RangersNetwork.com. This creates the most amazing marketing opportunity for local businesses that has never been available before. Right here, and right here, 24 hours a day on Rangers Network. Be a part of tradition, excellence, and success. Be a part of Rangers Network. Be a Ranger.